I know these are yes. Okay, I don't know how the antitrust laws and the monopoly laws work in Japan. I'm not a Japanese lawyer. I'm also not a lawyer. What up?
No, you know lawyer.
I do know him, but he's also not a Japanese lawyer.
My best friend's birthday, so I was celebrating with her and Russian.
Like I said in chat, it's not my birthday, so how dare you?
So close to your birthday. We did bring up your birthday.
Oh, that's great. You're ignoring
how old are you now?
Oh, you're just gonna skirt over the fact that you said it's your best friend's birthday and it's not my birthday. I'm just.
Listen,
I need to make that.
She's been in my life since the first grade. The first grade. We lived together for 4 years. She gets the award. She just gets it.
I'll be 32. I will be 32 years old. I'm old.
What is Fort? Can the chat explain to me what Fort is?
Fortnite.
Oh, I didn't know we were calling it Fortnite.
Blaine and his best friend have been begging me to play Fortnite, and there was one night that was scheduled for stream, and then it crashed. And so no, we gotta plan another night for Fortnite. So
I know nothing about Fortnite. Except for there's fun dances and lots of characters to play as, and I think you kill other people.
If this helps, it is literally PUBG with building, and you can even do a mode without the building.
Yeah, so I've heard it's PUBG with the building. I don't understand the building aspect to it, but like maybe one day, if you play with Blaine, you should stream it so I can finally watch and understand.
I won't be doing the building mode. I will be doing the mode without building because I hate the building. I will just be doing, no building.
Okay. But I want to see what the building is like.
Okay, we'll try a mode. I'm so bad at it. His buddy, Lindred, is incredible at it. Like, it's insane. Like, it's nuts.
I believe that.
We have a lot to discuss today. Like, this episode technically wasn't planned until we heard on Wednesday last week that the Game Award announcements were being made Monday.
I actually can make this episode super easy and super fast. Should DLC be considered for Game of the Year? No.
Hold it.
There we go.
Wait. We're going to get to that topic later.
Over.
We're going to get to that topic later. And I wanted to discuss this with you earlier, but I didn't get the chance to because it was your best friend's birthday. We should do our live voting through our Podstation account together.
I watched you do your live voting already.
Yeah, you watched mine through my account.
You traitor. I witnessed you do your live voting
on
already.
my account. We didn't do it on the Podstation account. Now we can do a vote. You and I go with each other.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, okay. Hold on, ma'am.
Also, thank you, chat, for saying how pretty I look today. Thank you. You should step it up.
Wow. Fucking wow.
Like, you look so good today.
I even walked on my new desk treadmill today, and I felt so good about myself, and here we are, just attacked.
Wow. Did you like it? How long have you had it? I really wanted to get one of those.
I've had it for like a week. It was an early birthday present. I didn't buy it for myself. It is brand new. I like it, but I need a small desk that can support it so I can do it while working.
Or like a standing desk?
I have a standing desk, but it has all my other it doesn't have my computer stuff on it. And I have so many cables here. Oh, that's going to be a cabling nightmare. I don't want to think about that. I'm getting sick thinking about it.
Okay, don't think about it. Don't worry about it. But yes, everyone, let's all agree. Blake looks great. Phenomenal.
Wonderful. Thanks, everybody.
So your hair looks on point today. The beard is looking very beardy.
I like your bangs. If you ever get rid of them, I'll be very
growing
upset.
Them out.
I know. At one point, you talked about getting rid of them, and I was going to be very upset.
Did you just say if I ever get rid of them, you're going to be really upset?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm getting rid of them. Wait, chat. Should I not get rid of my bangs? Wait, this is why they're so long right now. It's because I'm trying to grow them out.
I've been telling her this since she talked about getting rid of them, and nope, doesn't matter. No, it's fine. Whatever. Let's get into new
work.
Oh,
there are a lot of effort and time and work. I have to get them cut every few weeks. I have to style them every day.
Wait, brother got the ice bust down rolling on deck all the time? What?
Sometimes I feel like Blaine speaks a language that I simply don't, and I wish I could.
He
I
does
wish I
make
could speak the language.
he does make a good point. El Purnell is his woman, and I back that up.
She was considering cutting her bangs, like she's keeping her bangs. Okay.
I vote low
Guys,
after.
you can't talk me into keeping my bangs. I'm so indecisive about my hair and so like nervous about changing it in any way, shape, or form. I finally just committed to growing them out. You can't tell me to keep them now.
I have one
No,
question for
she's saying
you.
I gotta cut them.
Oh, yeah, but G, lives in upside down land.
Well,
His
he's
hair's
on your
floating.
side. If I'm cutting my bangs, they're gonna be short and existing. If I want them to be gone, they have to grow out.
Yeah, I think he means get rid of them.
Okay, I can't. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down a mental breakdown today if we start talking about whether or not I should keep my bangs.
I have an unrelated question to anything we're talking about today, but I thought about it because of a video Alice and I were watching. Who's the best Twilight character? And there is a correct answer.
The best, yeah. The correct answer is Emmett.
No, it's Charlie. How dare you?
It was great. Charlie's fantastic. Emmett is awesome.
Blaine coming in with the Carlisle.
Carlisle's also a good pick. He was my second option. I was gonna say Carlisle if I didn't say Emmett. He's really cool. He's like 600 years old and he's a doctor despite being a vampire. Also, have you seen him? He's beautiful.
That's my unrelated question for the day. Now we have I have some of the biggest Sony news I think I've ever gotten in my life. Like this is
I can't even imagine what you're about to say.
I don't know how much it's gonna matter to you. It will partially matter to you. And we'll talk about why. Sony's doing an acquisition. They're working on an acquisition.
Oh,
Okay.
of who?
It's actually a massive conglomerate. But backstory, before we jump to that, in the past, Sony Media got Crunchyroll and a whole bunch of these anime studios, like movies,
No,
video
I didn't know
studios.
that.
Yeah, they
But I do
did.
now.
They did, and now they have them on their own services, which makes sense. Okay, it's related because
Was Crunchyroll gone?
no, Crunchyroll still exists, but Sony owns them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, now Sony is attempting to buy something called Katakawa. All right, which on paper doesn't mean anything to you until you understand what Katakawa owns. They own a shit ton of anime movie studios and video studios, but that's not even the important part. It's the gaming studios they own. They own From Software, which
What? What?
they own Spike Chunsoft.
Wait.
And they own Aspire, which there are some Aspire, like you probably don't know Aspire off the top of your head, but Aspire is actually the company that developed Mario and Luigi Brothership and a bunch of other games you probably have heard about, just didn't know that they were made by Aspire.
They're getting Danganronpa?
They're getting Danganronpa.
We're getting another Danganronpa?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Yeah, they kind of did nuke that series on their way out the door, huh?
Yeah.
This is phenomenal.
I knew you were
What a
like,
wild
if
dude.
anything, I knew that was the one that was going to get you. But I think the biggest, like, oh my goodness, middle finger to Xbox is the FromSoft purchase. The fact that,
Yeah.
well, they're purchasing FromSoft, that they won't put Bloodborne anywhere but keep it on the PS4. So there's that.
Other besides Bloodborne, what do they got?
They have Sekiro, they have Dark Souls, they have Demon Souls, they have Elden
All
Ring.
the games I don't want to play,
But Aspire,
but like really good and really big games.
uh,
Oh man,
let me see what Aspire has done.
all the games I'm too bad at video games to play.
I want to see their whole list of published games. Oh, come on. Give me all Aspire's games. Jesus Christ. Katakawa. I'm sorry, Katakawa. I spelled it wrong. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Get it together, Blake.
I can't spell. I need to switch to the news scene so I can show this.
Gee, I need you to just not today, okay? It was a busy day. I need you to not come for us for not having all our links up and ready. Hey, Blake, go back!
Why?
Stop this! Get out of the screen right now! Get out of the screen right now!
Are you going to fix it?
Get out of the screen
I
right now.
did. It's moved.
Okay, you can't go back to that screen. People know where I live now.
Okay, I don't think they know where you live. Just move the
You
green screen
doxed
slightly.
me. It's not large enough to.
Okay, then hold on. I have movie magic. Give me a second.
People can't know where I live, Blake. They can't see behind the green screen. They simply cannot.
I mean,
Thank you, Kinger. Thank you.
they can do whatever they want.
No, they can't. They actually can't. Can't let that. If this isn't Bean we're talking about, where Bean can do whatever he wants, the people cannot see behind my green screen.
Okay, hold on. I'm literally fixing
If
it.
they do, they'll see my animals, and that would be they can't see Bean and Kaya. You have to pay to see Bean and Kaya.
There we go. I've fixed it mostly. It is fixed. It is a fixed product. There is no more issues. I can stop being yelled at.
Okay, thank you.
My goodness. Where is my media? Oh my god, where's my source? Why is everything?
Are we in Game of the Year right now? Is that what we're doing?
No.
Okay, so Blake's taking us on chat, I don't take responsibility for any of this. Blake is taking us on a journey I did not agree to. I don't know what it is. I didn't sign up for it.
No, this is the Aspire games I'm trying to show, and the Kutakawa stuff I'm trying to show.
You just added a browser source. Browser sources let you display a wet Blake. This is terrible.
I know.
Unwatchable content. We are losing viewers as every second we are losing another viewer.
I don't think that's how that works. Also, I saw Casey, and I didn't say hi to Casey, so hi, Casey.
Wait, Casey?
He was. He's on YouTube.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, I have it fixed.
You did it.
I did the thing.
But at what cost, Blake?
Okay, so acquire... I said Aspire. It's Acquire.
You said Aspire.
Yeah.
It's Acquire?
Yeah. Aspire is a different one. They did a Keep Us Trip, which is very popular. They did a Keep Us Beat, very popular. Octopath Traveler is a huge one.
Oh, Octopath Traveler. Okay, yeah.
And
wait, does that mean Nintendo's losing Octopath Traveler? They're going to lose 25% of their direct content.
So weirdly enough, Octopath was only on Switch when it first released. Now it's on everything. Same with Octopath Traveler 2. But yeah, they're gonna not be able to do that again. And like I said, they did
live for those trailers. That's so much of their content.
They did Mario and Luigi Brothership, which is insane.
Oh.
I think I saw the Zelda thing. No, I didn't. They've done a lot. They've been around.
They're not fighting this?
Not yet. I mean, this is also these are two Japanese companies. There's nothing they can do in the U.S. These are two massive Japanese companies.
Nintendo's also Japanese.
I know. These are yes. Okay. I don't know how the antitrust laws and the monopoly laws work in Japan. I'm not a Japanese lawyer. I'm also not a lawyer. What up?
You do know lawyer.
I do know him, but he's also not a Japanese lawyer. What's up, Trish? How you doing? I don't think he understands Japanese law. I don't put it past him to be able to learn it, but I don't want to make him do that. That sounds like cruel and unusual punishment.
That does sound like very punishing.
Okay, so we're done with that. I've made my peace with that.
Is that our news? Do we have more news?
Yeah, I have one more big piece of news that is actually bad.
It cannot be not gaming related.
It is gaming related.
Okay.
Gaming related. And it's bad for Sony. It is bad for Sony. A lot of the games that were made to be optimized for PS5 Pro are just straight up not working on PS5 Pro.
Sick. Love that. Love that.
And
so cool.
and Sony can't do anything about it because these are third-party games. It's like Star Wars Jedi Survivors, and I forgot what the other one was. So those other companies are the ones who have to fix it. EA is one of those companies that has to fix it.
Oh, that tracks.
Yeah, well, EA sucks, but
yeah, that's why I said it tracks. EA sucks.
Blaine says
I only put up with EA for The Sims every now and again when I want a sweet treat.
When you want a sweet treat?
But I want just a little bit of a sweet treat. I played The Sims 4 for about an hour, and then I go, That's enough Sims 4, and then I don't play it for 6 months.
Oh my god! I think you and I are the ones who talked about this. Like all the Sims 4 DLC is like well over $2,000,
Yes, it was because it's about $45. I think it's like $40 to $50 for an expansion pack, and
which
then we
is
have stuff
insane.
packs that are like $5 to $10 depending on the stuff pack. And I think they said recently that like Sims 5 is not coming. Like I think they're just gonna live off of Sims 4 forever. They have like Project Renee, but I don't know if that's canceled or if that's not technically supposed to be The Sims 5. I don't really know what's going on.
To be fair, Call of Duty's kind of doing the same thing because now everything is through their Call of Duty app, even though they have new campaigns that release. Like Black Ops 6 is literally just a new campaign. While it's a new game, it's more or less just a new campaign.
Well,
Unfortunately, you have to buy it like a DLC. But
that's what Assassin's Creed was going to do originally. It was they were going to have like what was it called, like Assassin's Creed Infinity or something like that, where it's going to be like one online base and every game was going to come out from that. They were all going to be connected through that.
that sounds dumb.
Yeah, it did. It sounded really terrible. I think they gave up on it.
Yeah, I'm glad
I don't
they
think anybody
did.
wanted to be part of it.
That's real stupid. Don't do that.
We haven't heard anything about it. This was like that was talked about before Mirage even. So it hasn't been brought up since Mirage and now Shadows. So I don't think it's happening anymore.
It better not happen. AC Shadows comes out in February. Ghost of Yotei comes out next year. Um, I think we I think before we talk game of the year, Emily, I think you should talk about Dreamlight Valley because I know you have an itch to get it out of your system.
Play that much of it because life. But I'm so in love. Okay, back up. So, for those of you who don't know, I am very much obsessed with a game called Disney Dreamlight Valley. It is essentially Animal Crossing, but with Disney characters, and it's a very cozy game. You decorate, you hang out with Disney characters. It's very cutesy. And they released a really big DLC today called Storybook Fail, which is essentially a whole nother game. The map is the same size as the original map. There's lots of new content, lots of new quests, new characters. We got Flynn Rider from Tangled. We got Merida. We got Hades. And then in the next set, we're going to get Maleficent and Aurora. And I'm so in love with it. It's so pretty. The world is so beautiful. The music's such a vibe. I'm having a fantastic time with it. I can't wait to play more. As soon as this podcast is over, you guys, I'm going straight back to playing more of it.
Look, she's kind of been out of it for the past couple weeks because of all the new game releases. I have a feeling I'm going to lose her again to Dreamlight Valley. I sent her the meme today of every time I get out, they just keep pulling me back in.
It's over. I was like talking about Dragon Age and I was thinking about another Dragon Age run and I was like, you know what? No, I got to finish this before the 20th because after the 20th, nothing matters to me except for Dreamlight Valley.
Did you get those last two trophies?
Oh, Dragon Age, no, I will go back and get those. I have to play through the ending one more time to get it and then I'll be done.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's not a hard thing to get. It's just like a 4 to 5 hour like commitment. But then I'll be done with it. I'm too absorbed with Dreamlight Valley right now. I cannot think about it.
To be fair, I did all of Metaphor's New Game Plus, skipped all the cutscenes and everything to finish trophies. I think that New Game Plus only took me 20 hours skipping all cutscenes, which...
So impressed with people who can do that, who can like finish a game and turn right back around and start the same game all over again. Like, I need a little bit of a break. But like both of my friends are doing that. They beat Dragon Age and now they're doing a second playthrough of Dragon Age.
I can do it with Persona and Metaphor because one, skipping cutscenes, and because two, all New Game Plus gives you a whole new light because one, you know how the mechanics work, and two, you have all your items from your previous save. So your first couple dungeons, you're just blowing through like it's nothing.
Fair. I don't know if I have it in me to do the same game twice in a row. I am hitting that point. I hit about once a year, once every year and a half or so, to be like, I should really pick up Mass Effect Andromeda. I should really play Andromeda again.
I did see it at GameStop the other day, and I almost picked it up, and then I decided not to. I decided to hold back for now.
You looked at it, and I bet you that game was $5. And you looked at it, and you said, Emily wants me to play this game so badly, and I could do it for $5. No. And then walked away.
$12.99.
But was it the special edition? Because you get a fun sweatshirt and you get a pet with the special edition.
I don't know. I just remember seeing Mass Effect and dropping it on the shelf. I was there
Right.
for one reason and one reason only, and I got that reason taken care of, and that was
You all
not that
heard it
reason.
here first. My friendship with Blake is not worth $12.99.
Oh my god! I still have to play the other Mass Effect games for my other friendship too. But actually, I have to play the other 3 for like 4 different people who have been begging me for years, and I just
It's a
haven't
lot
done it.
faster. It's like only 1 game instead of 3. It's not very long. It's so much easier just to go through it.
I need the context, Tim. I want the let me rephrase. I
What are
want
you
the
gonna
context.
do when you're here in like a month and I give you probably Star Wars Outlaws and no, actually I won't give you Star Wars Outlaws. I'll give you Veilguard and Inquisition.
It's not your copy of Inquisition.
You're right, but my friend won't care if you have it.
I can
has
get
both.
that Inquisition is a game I can get for $5. I've already
Okay, well,
looked
then
into
I'll
that.
give you my copy of Veilguard. Then you can do that. I can't give you Star Wars Outlaws. I promised it to somebody else already.
Fine. Fine.
And I think your gaming pal. I think even if I gave it to you, I don't think you'd play it.
Give me no, I'd play Outlaws. If you gave it to me, I'd play it. If someone has me borrowing something, that becomes like almost close to top priority. Like, okay, I need to do this because I have this thing that isn't mine.
Maybe I will give you Outlaws then to get you to play it faster.
Oh my god.
One day, somebody's gonna love me to play Star Wars Outlaws. Will it be my friends here? Will it be you? Who knows?
G's yelling at me in chat.
Will it be G? I don't know. Probably not.
G and I bonded over Metaphor the entire time we were playing it. That was a nice experience.
I actually, talking about Game of the Year in Metaphor ReFantasio, I haven't played a single game on the list.
That is not true. That is not true. You've played one of those games.
Yeah. Astrobot. I forgot about him.
I have played 3 of them. Technically I've played 4, but I've only like beaten 3 of them. One of them I don't own, and I played at my brother's house. Yeah, I played it for a little bit at his house. I tried a couple bosses. It's hard. It is what you expect. It's very.
Do you fight with your feet?
Huh?
Do you fight with your feet?
I mean, occasionally, yeah.
Okay, it's funny.
It's a boss rush game. Like it's actually more simplistic than I think than Dark Souls and Demon Souls and all that, because it is literally you beat a boss, you got to power up. All right, time to go to the next one and fight a couple tiny guys in between. You know.
That sounds like hell to me, quite frankly. But I both respect and fear the kind of people who can play that game. It simply could never be me.
I started playing on easy mode because I don't want to be stressed out after the stresses I already have in real life.
I know, I can't do the die and the Souls of just keep going over and over and over and over again. I can't. Cuphead, I know, I've heard great things about Cuphead too, G, but I can't. Those games make me want to break something.
I have a couple exceptions to that rule because I can play a 2D Mario game and do that, and I can play more specifically because regular 2D Mario that's not a ROM hack, it's pretty easy. But more specifically, Celeste, I can die at that, keep retrying.
That's why I don't like platformers. I can't do just repetitiveness of trying and failing the same thing over and over again. I think Astrobot was as close as I could get with the last the really big levels or the ones that you had to do them in one try, where it was enjoyable and just teetering on frustrating if that game had been any harder.
Celeste is one of my top games. I think that's the only reason I can do it. I adore that game so much.
I've heard phenomenal things about it from you and others.
The story will make you cry. I do have one piece of semi-gaming. It involves Kojima, so it is technically gaming news.
Oh, what did he do now?
Oh, no, he didn't do anything. This is actually very funny. Do you know the Twitch streamer Hassan Piker?
No.
Oh, he's a very, very political Twitch streamer. He mainly talks about politics and we're not going to get into that side of things. But apparently Kojima is a huge member of the Japanese Communist Party, which aligns a lot with Hassan Piker. And Hassan just casually tweeted hey, Kojima, next time I'm in Japan, I'd love to go to the Japanese Communist headquarters with you. And Kojima never responded, but apparently Kojima's managers reached out to his managers and yo, hit me up next time you come here, we'll go.
I feel like every day I learn something new about Kojima, and every day it is as baffling as the day before. I will never figure that man out. I can watch 1,000 YouTube videos on it, and I have, and I will never figure that man out. Also, yes, Astrobot soundtrack is phenomenal.
Astrobot.
So good.
Not me
We
spending
love Astrobot.
not me spending 5 hours on one level of Cuphead. I couldn't. I don't know what it was with Cuphead. Cuphead's another boss rush type game though, which it's a 2D
Yeah, I
boss
know. I
rush.
can't do it. I can't have no interest. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry because I know Cuphead is so beloved. I just don't want to break something, and I will. I don't have. I'm not a patient person.
I believe me. I know. I am your friend. Trust me. I've hung out with you. I'm less patient. I can't say anything. I'm the least patient person you'll ever
You just
meet.
said that. I'm allowed to say I'm not patient. You are not allowed to like instantaneously agree with me. Name one time I haven't been patient.
I actually have nothing. I just love shitting on you. You already know this.
Name one time I wasn't patient.
I literally can't name one time. That's the funny part.
I can't. We need to talk about Game of the Year because we've been talking for a half hour.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the website right now. No, I don't want this. I don't want your announcement. Just send me to the website.
I want to vote. I want to register my opinion
We're
with
gonna
Jeff.
start from the bottom and then work our way to the top because I don't think it's fair to start with Game of the Year.
So we're going to start with the esports people.
Yeah, Allison's flipping my lights.
Good for her.
I think that's her way of saying I'm being too loud. Give me a second. I have
Well,
to.
why are you being so loud?
Because I'm just a loud person, dude. There's literally nothing else behind it. Okay, we're logged in as Podstation 64.
Great. Now let's vote.
Okay, hold on. I have to go.
I have opinions.
Oh, trust
And
me.
I would like Jeff to know them.
You and I both have opinions. Okay, I
I
gotta
wish I
switch.
could have a personal word with Jeff.
Jeffrey?
Mr.
Jeffrey?
Joffrey.
Oh, I just need to change this.
Up with the spelling of Jeff as Jeoff. Geoff.
Wait, what the heck happened? Why is it
This
not
isn't
working?
this isn't what we want, Blake.
I know, it's just choosing not to work. Oh.
The
Well,
fundraiser won't last long, Blake.
I got it.
Give $2.75.
What the heck?
Ah, yes, I love starting with esports.
Okay, we're starting with
Oh,
esports. Hey. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back.
Oh, okay. I'm watching on stream,
I'm actually
so
going
a
to
little
share.
delayed.
I can now share with you in Discord. Like that's something I
okay.
can do now that we've switched to this new method. Like I can just do this without having to worry about it.
Let me pull this over here. Okay. I would like this to be bigger. Thank you. See, I think it's rude that they don't tell us what game they play because that is like 90% of the determination of who I think should win.
We're going to go based off
please.
vibe. We're going to go based completely off vibe. Wait, is this not even the last category? Oh, we need to go by sorry, I was one behind. We got to go by team first.
I vote oh no, they play League of Legends.
Dota 2, Counter-Strike, League, and League.
Okay, but T1. I vote Team 1. T1.
T1. Okay, great. Let's go to the next.
I'm exclusively choosing this based off of who looks happy to be there, and the guys with the outfits who are just not smiling, they're not happy to be there.
Okay, now we're going to go based off athlete, which I think Faker is on T1. I could be wrong.
No, I want Zywoo. The only guy who's given a big smile and looks really happy and wholesome. Like he's just so happy to be
This man
there.
is smiling.
A little smile.
And this man, we had a conversation about this the other day. His name is Kong Kong, is how you pronounce that.
Oh, okay.
Which
He looks too cool for school, and I don't want him.
Okay, so
Zywoo.
crazy name. Hey, Kinger. Sorry, I don't know if I said hi. So you're voting Zywoo.
Yeah, he looks happy and wholesome.
Where is he?
He just looks like he's happy to be there, you know?
Oh,
Matthew.
I just realized that's his real name underneath. These are their real names.
Matthew.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
You did not think that man's real name. Wait, stop. Stop. Hold the phone. You did not think that man's real name was ZMJJKK.
Spin it pronounced Kong Kong? Yeah, no, I had no clue. I didn't want to say anything though, because then I didn't want to come off as insensitive as the guy who's like, yeah, it's.
That first man's name was 33.
I didn't even
And
notice.
Faker,
To be honest, I didn't even notice.
Chovy?
None of these, like,
Buddy.
I didn't. It
You
didn't
had
click.
to know.
It did not click. Hi, Cass. Hi, Cassandra.
Okay, well, we're voting for Matthew.
Okay. Oh God, best esports game. It's not League.
Anything but League of Legends.
Fuck League. I'm gonna go Counter Strike 2, only because it's a
Great.
classic. It's been around
Love it.
forever. Content creator of the year. I don't know if you know any of these people. It has to be Queso though, because he's
I
one
do know
of the.
Queso. I like Queso. Vote Queso.
He's one of the funniest new streamers.
He's hysterical. I saw the video. He got what's the thing where people pay celebrities to cameo?
Cameo.
Yeah, he got like a cameo from someone. Who
I
was
know the
it?
clip. I don't remember who, but I think I know the clip you're
Something
talking
that
about.
person just like absolutely tore him a new one.
Chat ban this person is like his number one line.
Yeah, I like him.
It's Blake. It should be Blake. Hell yeah, Cass. I appreciate that. Eventually, maybe one day. That'd be wonderful.
All right, what's next?
Most anticipated game. Okay,
Ghost of Yotei.
Oh no, we're not going to differ. Yeah, I forgot. Ghost of Yotei is the only option.
I'm sorry, are you voting for Grand Theft Auto 6?
No, if Ghost of
Yes,
Yotei,
let me know what you're voting for.
if Ghost of Yotei wasn't here, it would have been Metroid Prime 4.
Do you think? Oh wait, I just want to remember this moment right now. Do you think we're looking at the next contenders for Game of the Year?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Is this going to be the next 5? Like next year, these are going to be our 5 for Game of the Year.
I don't think Death Stranding is going to make it. Still too niche. Ghost of Yotei will make it. GTA 6 might make it. Metroid Prime 4 I don't think will. And Monster Hunter Wilds I don't think will. I think these two are the...
Metroid and Death Stranding could both make it.
It's Kojima. I've been wrong before.
I think Kojima has the power to do anything, especially with Jeff.
Oh,
Like, I think you're misunderstanding. I don't think there's some big council that gets together and, like, debates things. I think Jeff picks what Jeff thinks is cool.
Geoff.
And he loves Kojima.
Well, no, I Polygon pretty much said in their report that, like, oh, hey, we asked Jeff Keighley these questions when we submitted our nominations and about DLC. Like, that's how it kind of came off. So I think he does have a panel.
Jeff. I think it's Jeff.
They saw Geoff.
It's Jeff all the way down.
This is when we're going to...
Fallout.
Oh, okay, you don't care. I know
Dude,
everyone...
I've never seen Knuckles. That was a joke the other day. I didn't even know Knuckles existed.
Everyone will argue with us because everyone's going to vote Arcane.
I've seen season 1 of Arcane. It was good.
I've heard... And it's League of Legends. Like, that's the best thing League of Legends apparently has ever done.
But it's gotta be Fallout.
Ghost of Yotei specifically to piss off the dude bro butthurt for a woman-led ghost game. Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Wait, I had this full screen, so I wasn't keeping up with chat. What's chat saying? What's happening with chat?
Arcane is so good. I know Blaine would also kill me for not putting Fallout because Ella Purnell. Which I get it. I understand.
She's beautiful.
Nice Brit. She was on I don't know if you ever heard the YouTube show called Last Meals. It's mythical. The Rhett and Link kitchen channel does it, and they essentially they get celebrities on and they talk about their last meals and they interview kind of like Hot Ones, but instead it's your last meal.
Yeah, I have heard. I think actually it was Allison who told me about this.
I love it. I adore. If you want a good YouTube show to watch Last Meals. Also, Josh from Mythical Kitchen. If you ever want just a random Joe Schmo or 2 random Joe Schmoes, just grab us, please. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Call him Jiff. I will call him Jeff. He doesn't deserve. I will not call him Jeff. He will be Geoff, which is how I read his name, like every single time, or he'll be Jeff.
Best multiplayer. I've only played one of these, and I know which one is actually the real answer. 2. Yeah, that's the real answer, and I haven't played it. It's on my list. Mario Party Jamboree is also on
it gets the vibe. It's just it has to be Helldivers 2.
I don't care about Tekken 8.
You're not doing. Mario Party, like I know you guys said Mario Party Jamboree was good, but they're not doing that.
Oh
much
no,
different.
I said this on stream the other day too. It's Nintendo's online, so it is definitely not good.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like it's probably a really fun Mario Party game, but like,
Restream.io is popping off, telling us, "Congrats, you've done 100 messages," but they've said it 3 times. Chill, Restream. Chill your dick, dude.
All right. What do we got next?
Okay, sports racing game.
Could not even care less. Top spin 2K25.
Oh yeah, for Allison, for the tennis girly.
Oh yeah, but I was also just gonna say I don't know if that's Serena or Venus, but they're really cool, and
that is definitely Serena. That is for sure.
I want her to have my vote. They put a powerful female on the cover. She gets it. She gets the win.
All right, valid. Best sim and strategy. Also, I'm doing this based off what I've heard. Unicorn Overlord, because Cass will kill us if we don't choose Unicorn Overlord.
I don't want to be on Cass's bad side. So.
That's probably smart.
Choose Unicorn Overlord. I don't know any of them, so
she knows her way around chemicals, and that's scary. Yeah. So
she's powerful.
She's too powerful for this world.
I do not want to get on her bad side, so we're gonna pick what one she thinks should win.
Oh, you haven't played it? I thought you did. No, you played Triangle Strategy. I thought you played I thought you played Unicorn Overlord.
Blake out here spreading lies.
Crazy enough, Unicorn Overlord is another Atlas game in this list.
You're trying to get us in trouble with Cass.
Cass gonna kill me, dude.
I hope so.
Wow. You just hope I die.
You said I was impatient earlier, so
I shit on you all the time. What else is new? Come on now.
Yeah, I'm allowed to be mean back.
You know what? Valid.
Otherwise, it's sexism, Blake.
Best family game. I have my vote. I want to hear yours.
Does family mean... Okay, so when we say family game, do we mean like anybody in the family could play it? Or do we mean like it has to be like a... No, because these are all single player aside from Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Which, like, when I hear family game, I feel like it's something that you get the family with together and play with. I'm not going to play Echoes of Wisdom.
Single player.
Exactly. So I don't love this category.
I think a family game, like, I would think of multiplayer, but I think because we already had multiplayer, I'm taking family as in, like, anybody in the family could play. Like, you bought this game, like, mom could enjoy it, the sister could enjoy it, the brother could enjoy it, like, the dad could maybe pick it up and enjoy it. Like... It's enjoyable for, like, multiple age ranges.
I still go with Mario Party. That's my vote.
I go with Princess Peach's Showtime.
We're going to flip a coin. Pick a side.
Heads.
You pick heads? The coin gods have spoken.
Showtime was something that was brand new, though. Like, they did something different. Jamboree has more players and it was good, but it wasn't unique. I like rewarding Nintendo for doing something different.
Jamboree is so much different than the other Mario parties.
It's not that different.
It's different.
Everybody take a turn, and then you try to get the star, and then you play a mini game, and if you win the mini game, you get a certain amount of coins.
Emily's had too many stars stolen from her.
I'm just saying, like, Mario Party's great, but like Princess Peach's like first big solo game. It had a lot of like charm to it. There's a lot of different levels to it where if you didn't like one level, you could do a different level. I think it was...
I honestly, if we were even not even choosing the Mario Party route, I actually would have picked Echoes of Wisdom over Showtime.
Wisdom is not fun for the whole family. I don't think a younger kid could play it and like get it.
I don't know.
I think they get bored, and I think they would get bored and frustrated with Echoes of Wisdom. I think if I handed that to my nieces, they would play it for 5 minutes and hand it back to me and be like, I didn't get it.
This is gonna be a toss-up.
But if I put Princess Peach's Showtime in their hands, they would have a ball.
See, Plucky Squire is on my list. I have played all 4 of these games. I don't know. This is what I have.
Okay, just vote Mario Party. We did the coin flip. It was Mario Party. I think it's wrong. I think we should vote for fun, unique things so that Nintendo keeps making.
This is fun and unique. You're saying it's.
Okay, wait. Just let me hold on.
We also gave the Princess Peach. We both gave Princess Peach's Showtime a high 6 in rating.
There are 26 Mario parties. Dare you try to?
Okay, some of those Mario parties are mini games only. Wait, there's 26? You said?
There's 13 main games, 6 handheld, and 7 arcade games.
Yeah, the handhelds are all just like straight up mini
I don't
games.
care. They're technically Mario Party. There are 26 iterations of Mario Party, and you just try to tell me it was so unique.
Oh, I'm going to the next category. We're not doing this anymore.
People would like to hang. Okay, I like. What? Sorry, scroll back. What's the category?
Best fighting game.
The one with the Powerpuff Girls in it.
We haven't played any of these. I think Multiverse is actually falling apart.
Okay, hold on. Bean would like to join us. Bean would like to come hang.
For context, Multiverses is the WB answer to Smash Bros. Like it's their own version of Smash Bros. She's gone forever.
Gone for like 5 seconds. Calm down. I brought my cat back.
Bean's here. That's what's important.
I don't know how to be like this.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we're done here. Best RPG. Okay.
I don't care.
I mean, for
I
me,
haven't played a single one of them. I vote Metaphor ReFantazio mostly because I don't want it to be Elden Ring. And no offense, I know you love Final Fantasy. I'm so freaking sick of Final Fantasy.
You've never played one.
I know, but they're just everywhere. They're here every single year, and everybody's talking about them all the
There wasn't
time.
one last year.
There wasn't? Are you sure?
Was 2022 or 2023? Okay, if there wasn't one last year, I think it was last year. I think it was the year before. There was nothing. We don't get Final Fantasy, new Final Fantasies that often. Now, Final Fantasy 14 is in like every single game of the year, like best ongoing, blah blah blah. That I will say.
We should have let chat decide about the family game. But just out of curiosity, chat, if you had to choose the best family game, which one would you have picked? If everybody says no to Peach's Showtime, I guess I'll sleep in peace.
For this, I'm gonna go Metaphor. I'm also going to let Emily borrow Metaphor, but it's not gonna be this time because she still has to play 13 Sentinels.
Yeah, I do.
So
okay, let me hear this. Hear this, please, my Final Fantasy friends and lovers. I don't dislike Final Fantasy. I'm sure if I played through a Final Fantasy game, I would love it. I'm sure it would be incredible. As just someone, I don't have much of an interest in picking one up, but I just hear about them all the time because I know a lot of people in my life who like Final Fantasy and talk about Final Fantasy and play Final Fantasy, and I feel like Final Fantasy VII has been happening for the last 10 years.
It's actually almost been 20.
Can't get rid of it. It's not that I think it's a bad game. It's just that someone who's not involved in it, it's been in a lot of Game Awards recently.
I will straight up. Well, once again, it's never going to stop because 14 online will never let it die. I don't know if Final Fantasy 16 was in the Game Awards last year. I don't remember it being, but it very well could have been.
For Metaphor ReFantazio, but I will step back because you have played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You've played Metaphor ReFantazio. I'm sure you know more about the others than I do, so you pick which one you
This
feel
is on
deserves
my
it.
list. This was on my list. I know Kinger. I think Kinger liked Dragon Dogma too, but I can't remember. But this got shit on at launch. And fuck Elden Ring for being a DLC.
Thank you.
I'm going Metaphor. As much as I did, once again, I love Rebirth, but Metaphor was. I am stuck in Atlas's grasp. Atlas has me by a chokehold. Hi, Poots. FF16 was never nominated. Okay, so we did not have one last year. Emily,
Right.
except for 14.
It just feels like it's every year. I feel like it never leaves me. Please, 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 please,
please. Oh, Kinger did not like Dragon's Dogma 2. Thank you.
Please, please, please.
Oh, I'm gonna do it for you, even though I don't agree. But I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing.
I cannot agree.
That's true. I don't know. Astrobot, I love it, but I don't think it's best action adventure because it's just
an action adventure game.
It's a platformer. And I love Echoes of Wisdom.
Star Wars Outlaws. I love you, baby. You're such a good game. I know there's haters out there. They don't enjoy fun things. You keep doing you. I hope you win this one, but you won't because you're up against Silent Hill 2 and Zelda and Astrobot. But just know, I love you.
Shouldn't Astrobot be platformer? It should be platformer, but I don't think they have a platformer specific section, which is
ridiculous. Absolutely.
Best action game. For me, it's Stellar Blade.
I vote Helldivers 2.
You want to flip a coin, Or no,
No.
I'll give you this one because you got the last. I got the last one.
No, you could just do Celebrate. You've played one of them. If you the thing is, if you've played one of the games, you get the vote. You get to pick.
The DLC came out today. The Nier DLC for it. But all it is a costume for $10. Like it's not worth it.
It's a costume for $10.
But I understand why, because you have to pay the other publisher. Like you can't just use the other publisher's IP and then just say, "Oh,
costume for $10."
Yeah, they have to pay Square Enix.
It's a costume for no. It's a costume for $10.
I agree with you. It should be free, and it's not worth doing.
Unvote for it. Unvote for it. No. Costume for $10 and jiggle physics. You don't get our.
I love the game. I think it should have been nominated over Elden Ring. 1,000%.
I will tell you, I told my friends at dinner tonight that you think Stellar Blade should have been in contention for Game of the Year. They thought it was absolutely ridiculous that you were putting Stellar Booty up for contention.
Did they play it?
No.
See? How is it ridiculous?
Listen, I'm with you. I think I would put anything there over Elden Ring DLC.
You'd put Star Wars Outlaws there.
Yeah. Or no, I'd probably put Veilguard over, but
I think Veilguard got snuffed because of the I'm not gonna get into it. Not gonna get into it again. I'm free. Best AR VR, I do not care.
Metro Awakening.
Okay, great. That's it. Mobile game. I all this talk about Balatros got me wanting to play Balatro.
I don't think we can vote for it if we haven't played it.
I agree. I mean, I played Pokemon TCG Pocket, but that's it.
You said you liked that, so let's.
I like it, but I don't think it's like award worthy.
I mean, we can't vote for the others. We don't know anything about them.
P3 Reload, Veilguard, Infinite Wealth. I will. As much as I love P3 Reload, it does not deserve the Game of the Year slot because it literally is a 1-to-1 remake. And then they resold the FES bonus portion as a $35 DLC, which I don't love. Atlas, that was mean. Sorry.
All right, what's next? What do we got?
Indie.
Let's debut indie game. Man, I really just don't know anything about these.
I know about Animal Well. It's also on my list. I don't know if you know who Video Game
that
Donkey.
That kangaroo looks creepy as fuck. I say vote for it.
Yeah, Video Game Donkey on YouTube. He rates games in a very funny way. But he actually started his own like publishing company called Really Really Good Games. And this was his first published game.
They're really good.
Yeah, it did phenomenal. Everyone who played it loved it. I've heard nothing but good things.
But yeah, I do feel like if the Game Awards need something, it's best DLC or best remake, remaster, and then best platformer.
I don't think you'd enjoy Balatro much. Not saying it's bad, just not your thing. I'm willing to try I will try everything. Best independent. What's the difference?
I like Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
No, hold on a second. Best debut indie. Okay, so that's okay.
That's the first.
Okay.
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I agree. It needs a new host, a new owner, and Jeff needs to just. I would love to be rid of Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, you suck. Best community support. This one, I know what I'm picking, but I'll let you look.
I guess I don't know any of them, so.
Baldur's Gate 3, because they did free updates, and these updates included things like new endings. Like, it wasn't just like small things. It was like new endings, and their latest update is lets you do mods on consoles.
Okay.
So, I'm with it. I'm here for it. Best ongoing.
Weird that Dreamlight Valley didn't make the list. I feel like the Game Awards, and I'm not specifically talking about Dreamlight Valley, I feel like the Game Awards are very, like, anti-cozy game.
They are. I don't even know. Was Animal Crossing nominated for anything in 2020? Oh, it was probably for Family Game.
It's nominated for Game of the Year in 2020. That's fucked up.
I said Family Game, but yeah.
It sold, like, it was the most profitable game. One of the most profitable games.
I think we go with I think we go Helldivers for this one.
Sure, just know in my heart, it's Dreamlight Valley.
Thank
you. Shout out to the Dreamlight Valley team for who over the last year has put out like 6 or 7 updates. Okay. and posts every single day and has had like 4 new events, you're killing it.
I need to make this abundantly clear, though. This is for Emily. She was going to say it anyways. All you DLV players who are bullying the developers, stop it. Get some help.
Alone, man. If you got a bug, complain. Call them out.
Yeah.
If you got a problem with the game, call them out. You're just calm down. Otherwise.
Games for Impact. I've heard nothing but good things about Neva.
Okay, I just am a Life is Strange girly, so I'd probably give it the nod, but...
But do you want to after the very anti-consumer things they're doing?
We still voted for Stellar Booty, and they had a $10 outfit, so...
But that's not a requirement, like, for a platinum trophy. That's just a little extra. That's a cosmetic.
I guess, so no. I haven't played Life is Strange yet, so I can't on it.
Fall Guys is more egregious when it comes to microtransactions lately.
Yeah, that's true.
Not outlaws?
Oh, shit.
Accessibility.
Two children are up against each other.
Recognize software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by even a wider audience.
I will say, both of these games, both Veilguard and Outlaws, let me have super big fonts. And that was very helpful. I'm not blind, but like I have really bad eyesight. And I just want to say that was sick. In terms of other accessibility options, I'll admit I didn't explore them much just because I don't need accessibility options, but I'm going to give it to Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Okay. Valid.
Because I already voted for Star Wars Outlaws and something, and I want them to get nowhere. And they let me have my really big font.
Oh my god. Best performance.
Unless your eyes are really, really, really shitty, just don't get how critical that big font is.
Best performance.
I really wanna give it to Humberly Gonzalez, mostly because not only did she kill it, she was incredible, but also she had to put up with so much bullshit and hate from men. Luke Roberts also did a phenomenal job, but like, I know he didn't have to put up with the shit that girl did.
I can agree. Brianna White also did a good job, Cass. But I'm a Tifa girl. I'm a Tifa boy.
I'll add that like Humberly and Luke also did like the motion capture and a lot of stuff, which I don't know if Brianna White did. Not saying she didn't do a great job. I just think there's also an added level when you have to do that too. So.
I don't think they had it super fun. I don't know. I can't speak on that. Okay, we're almost there.
So much bullshit.
I did, Cass, to be fair, I voted for her in my own personal vote. Best audio design. Okay, so audio, it's not best music, it's audio design. So like footsteps and creaks
Astrobot.
Or like, huh?
Astrobot.
You really think Astrobot for sound effects and stuff? Not Silent Hill 2?
It's very minimal in it has really good sound effects, but they're like very small and slight, and I think that can sometimes really help with the atmosphere and the creepiness of it, and other times it was just so quiet. It felt I just like I'm thinking about Astrobot, how everything had a sound, like the way that I walked over the water had a sound, the way like the water hit my umbrella in that one level had a sound. Yep. Like they all sounded so satisfying. Like every single thing I did in Astrobot, just like I felt so satisfying from the noises that were coming out of my controller at every second. And Silent Hill could add that creepy level, but it wasn't enough for me to like really notice it or care about it the way I did Astrobot.
I will say the same about Rebirth. Rebirth, I mean, it had a good level of detail with some of its sound, but even then it wasn't like breathtaking. Like it didn't leave me in awe at any point. But Astrobot for sure definitely did.
Astrobot, I think, went above and beyond to have that really cool sound design.
Team Asobi killed it with that game. I will die on this hill. They did a great job.
They absolutely did.
Best score in music. Now this is music, and this is where it gets very tricky for me.
Yeah, again, you've played every single one of... No, actually, you haven't played Silent Hill 2.
I have not played SH2.
But again, like, I stand by what I said in the last one. Silent Hill 2's music was very creepy and ambient, but it was so slight that, like, it actually wasn't. There really wasn't much to it. I would call it boring. There wasn't much memorable from it. I will defer to you. I'm sure Metaphor had some bopping music.
Uh,
Astrobot had some fun music.
so here's what's nuts. I will say Final Fantasy is out. As much as I loved the music in Final Fantasy, it's your generic Final Fantasy battle music and all that just ramped up to 1,000. But it's not something I haven't heard before. Metaphor's music, I did not like. I did not like it at first. I think he's still not huge into it, and then I really got into it because I think I was expecting more of the Persona 5, and I'm like, but no, jazz wouldn't fit here, or like the Persona style just doesn't fit here. And the more I actually sat and gave it a chance, I'm like, okay, no, this slaps, this bops, but I still can't think it's my favorite.
Astro still had some phenomenal music.
Right, and so this is where it's hard. Because Astrobot has just some fun bops in every level. There was never a point in time where it was bad. Stellar Blade, on the other hand, has that really eerie ambient type music with weird, like, high pitch, not quite.
Astrobot.
Hold on, I'm trying to explain. It's got music similar to Nier Automata. Very ominous, not high pitch, but like just these I guess higher pitched voices in the background, choir type sounding. I don't know how to explain it, but I love that style of music in games. Akira Yamaoka, best composer, fight me. I don't know who that is. That for who is that? Wicked.
I like jiggle music, stellar booty music.
So I'm willing to go to coin here. Because I'm happy with Astrobot too. I'd be fine with either of them.
I go Astrobot. I liked the music.
I'm gonna go Astrobot then. As much as I love Stellar Blade's music, and I can see Chat also loves Stellar Blade's music, I can go with Astrobot. I would be okay with either of these.
Wait, I don't know if Chat is saying they prefer Stellar Blade's music. I think they're just mocking the stellar bootiness of it.
I don't know.
Wait, let's clarify. Because if Chat is truly on Stellar Booty side, then I will go with Stellar Booty. I don't want to defer from the group.
She's making statements, but Cassandra, Cass, are you making? You're making. Okay, so we're going to ask her.
Thank you. Wicked. Also, let me tell you, as someone who plays Silent Hill, I do like the music. I find it underwhelming. We'll just meme in.
I will say, but that being said, Stellar Blade and the Nier series, both Nier Replicant and Nier Automata, have some of my favorite music in games ever.
Oh, now that Bean's here, I get an extra vote. Because I'm voting for him.
I voted for Astrobot anyways.
Yeah, he picked Astrobot. So
okay, great.
It worked out
well. Best art direction.
What do you think? Okay. He says not Elden Ring.
Well, yeah, no, Elden Ring's never going to vote.
Neva.
I want to play Neva. I like Metaphor. This is Atlas's biggest thing. They don't have a large budget, so their games look old. This game probably would have ran on PS3, but it
just looks like every other Atlas game.
It does not look like P5 or P3 Reload or P4.
What do you mean?
It's the
exact same graphics, the exact same character styles. They're just wearing different clothing for the setting.
I think I'm more when I think Atlas art, I think UI because that's where they excel is UI. Also, their world building in this is better than the Persona games. Their like world design is significantly better. But I don't want to go Metaphor. I don't think I should go Metaphor.
I like giving art design to
art
direction to indie games or smaller games because I feel like they put more.
Wicked just wants to be angry and burn the world.
I support it.
Just remember, kids, when in doubt, still never vote for Elden Ring DLC.
When in doubt, DLC. Vote for your favorite indie because they need more recognition.
I do want Neva is on my list. There's also a game called Norco that came out a few years ago on my list because it's based in Louisiana, not far from me.
So
it's a place called Cancer Alley. We can get into that later, though. Best narrative.
I will toss Silent Hill 2 in the ring for this.
You think, okay. I'm going to go Metaphor, obviously. I'm not going Final Fantasy again. Not because it's bad, but because even though it is different from the original Final Fantasy VII, it's not different enough for me to be like, oh. Yes, they made some major changes that are going to have implications for the third game, which I think is going to go in a different direction, but this is still more just Final Fantasy VII, just longer. Um,
I can't tell you. You might be here. You might be right that Metaphor has a better story. I just think I'm just always a fan of stories that I have to piece together. And I had a lot of fun playing Silent Hill 2 and like, I had chat with me when I was streaming and we were all had so many different theories and ideas and like it's just really fun when you have to piece the story together, and I don't think any of us really fully anticipated where it was going, so it like kept us on our toes the whole time, and there were some pretty big revelations, but
I see.
I don't know. Metaphor is
I
also like 100+ hour game, so
I think I can go with Silent Hill 2 because even though Metaphor and of course Atlas are very good at twists, and the twists were very, very good. They tell you who your main enemy is from the beginning. Like it's not like a mystery like they do in the Persona games. You know what you're striving for from the beginning. It's just that the twists are what make it like the story, some of those story beats, but I don't think it's like really beats you off from the path. So I'm gonna go with Silent Hill 2 with you, even though I've never played it. Yeah.
there's a lot of really interesting stuff. And like to be clear, I think there's a lot of really small details in Silent Hill 2. Like I think I told you this, and I was telling my friends this. Like every time you save, he stared down the camera, but after a certain point, when you find out something about him, he stops looking at the camera. You can like, quick spoiler alert for Silent Hill 2. Plug your ears if you don't want to hear it. You find out at the end that his wife is dead. Obviously, you knew she was dead the whole time, and that he killed her. But at the very beginning of the game, when you first start out, if you look in the back of the car, you can actually see her dead body under his coat. And so I just think there's a lot of like really small narrative details where if you're paying attention and you're like looking hard enough in the game and you're focused, you can like really start to put like these really interesting pieces of the story together.
See,
and I love when games do that.
I appreciate that more. If Stellar Blade or like if Nier, let's say Nier came out this year, if that came out, then that would be like my vote for the same type of reason where you have to piece things together before you know anything. I prefer that. So no, I'm on with that. As for Senua's Saga, with what G said, I've heard great things about the first game. I own it. I haven't played it. I heard the second game was awful. I heard people did not like the second game.
The photo looks really cool. It's a kind of game I wish I had played. Looking at the photo, I'm like, oh, that looks really interesting. But I've not played either.
It's apparently very, very hard to play. The first game was on all platforms. Then Xbox bought them. So what can you do? So now Senua's Saga 2 is only on Xbox and PC.
That's probably why I'm
Best game direction with the same categories as Game of the Year. So this is where it gets hard in the what is the difference between best game direction and Game of the Year? Because they are literally the same category with the same things.
Okay, well, let's slow down. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in a game direction. Okay, so I think this one means like the game that was the most creative and innovative, but not necessarily the best game. The game that just did something new. It did something different. It put itself out there. Maybe it didn't work as well, or maybe like the rest of the game didn't hold up as much, but it had like the most creative vision.
Astrobot.
I think Astrobot as well. I think it did have the most creative vision, and I think it was the most innovative.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest vote of my life.
So I feel really good about that one. So finally, to the very last one.
Oh God. Okay.
I like this one's really down to you. If I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring, I'm gonna throw it in for the one game I've played. I haven't played the rest of them. You have played at least half of them. So
I have played exactly half of them.
So, obviously neither one of us is out here for Elden Ring, right?
No, and neither of us have played Balatro.
And neither of us have played Balatro. I'm not pro voting for Black Myth Wukong.
Me either.
And you've played Final Fantasy VII Metaphor Rebirth. That leaves us with the 3 that you've played.
Okay, I'm going to automatically strike Final Fantasy VII Rebirth again.
Okay,
Julie, if you're out there listening, please don't murder me when you text me after you listen to this episode. I know you've already been commenting on my Facebook how angry you are at me for not voting for it. It's gonna be okay.
I think I don't think you have to wait for that. I think you have some people in chat who are gonna come for you.
I will also say this. I think of the 3 I have to pick from, those were the 3 that were like definitely getting into Game of the Year without a thought in their mind. No one thought Balatro was gonna was even a contender. Black Myth Wukong was all people most likely thought wasn't gonna make it, and then of course Elden Ring was a DLC. Like it's stupid it shouldn't be there.
Before we continue and do this vote, I don't think we actually I think you and I talked about this together in person. I don't know if we actually stated it in the podcast. If you have to buy the original game and pay the money for it and play the original game in order to play it, it's not its own game. People are being like, oh, well, Shadow of the Erdtree is so big, it's basically its own game. But it's not, okay? Because I still have to buy the original and play the original. I can't just buy the DLC and play the DLC. I still have to pay $120 to $130 total to play this. Like, it's not its own thing. If you wanted it to be its own thing, they should have released it as a sequel. But they didn't. They released it as a DLC, and they made that choice, and they still sold it for the price of a full-size game. Do you know who is making DLCs that are the same size as the original game with hundreds of hours of content? Dreamlight Valley. Is Dreamlight Valley on this list? No, because they don't do that good of a job. But also because DLC shouldn't be on this list. And Jeff, if you're listening, if you remember correctly, Mr. Geoffrey, last year, you picked a DLC, what was it, Cyberpunk?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
As the best ongoing game. So that's where you decided DLCs belong. Best ongoing game. Not Game of the Year, ongoing. So you did this specifically for Elden Ring. And we all see that you did this specifically for Elden Ring, and it's bullshit.
And if it wins, I think everyone's going to actually be pissed. Except for the only people I see not complaining, who are like, are making the argument that it's as big as a regular game or whatever, are Elden Ring fans, and it's only half of Elden Ring fans. Half of other Elden Ring fans are like, no, this doesn't need to be here.
I get it. It's big. It sounds like it's really good. Yeah. It sounds like it's fantastic, and you think it deserves merit of some kind of award. And like, I get it. But that's why there should be a DLC category. The fact of the matter is, Elden Ring is not the first and or only game to come out with a huge, massive, basically its own game DLC. It's not. It's not the first, and it's not the last.
Let's look at let's look at Skyrim and Fallout, and like you said, Cyberpunk. They all have their own really big ones as well. Like,
or what about like even like smaller games? Like Stardew Valley just released update 1.6, which technically isn't a DLC, but it added so much new content to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's your line, Jeff? Like, it's not. I have to buy the original.
Can the $10 Stellar Blade costume be nominated for Game of the Year?
This is my point. Like, I feel like it's so stupid. It's so ridiculously stupid. And like Elden Ring fanboys out here being like, but it's basically its own. But it's not.
It's not. It's
and if
not.
they wanted it to be its own game, they should have released it as a sequel.
And also, you can make the argument the mechanics don't change. All they do is add land and bosses, but the mechanics themselves are the same.
Mechanics, it's the same assets. It's the same game. Okay?
Just with more stuff.
So in case Blake and I weren't clear enough on that in the beginning of the podcast, we are super anti-DLC and we were even like
and
iffy
remaster.
on like remakes and stuff like that. We've talked about that before. I'm still of the line, like if they do a lot of new shit with it, like Resident Evil 4, I think it could be a contender, but like 1-for-1s, no. But like even then you could talk me out of it. This is bananas.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is one of those remakes where I think it is a contender. I think that's one of the exceptions as well. Persona 3 Reload, even though it's one of my favorite games I played this year, that is not a contender. And it's not here, obviously, but if that got here, I would not think it deserves to be here.
Ridiculous. I think we should be putting remakes and DLCs in their own category. There are a lot of really good games that are being made, and I think we're denying them their opportunity to be recognized when we're putting these kind of games in here, and it makes me livid.
From what I hear, it's mostly Empty Land. It is actually easy for a Souls gamer to beat 15 hours, so the reason the Dude Bros diehards are giving it's completely unjustifiable. And
I think it was like a 60-hour like insanely good story.
The other thing I think that's important to mention, we're not voting anything Black Myth Wukong for one, we didn't play it, but two, also because of some social like issues they had with like things that streamers can say and can't say while streaming it, which doesn't sit right with us. Very anti-women, anti, any like controversy against, I'm not going to get that far
out there right now.
It's not great. That being said, that's not the developers who did that. That is the publishing company. So I'm sure the game is fine. I'm sure the developers are fine, but I don't want to represent the game because of the publisher.
No, a lot of it was Game Science.
I thought it was maybe, I think Game Science is the publisher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are just publishers.
Okay. Again, a lot of that is like controversy. A lot of it's like debate here or there. It's not something we really want to get behind right now.
Yeah.
Not anything against the game itself. I've heard great things about the game.
So With that being, well, 100% not my votes, but my predictions is going to go to Wukong, and if not, then it's going to go to Elden Ring, just based on the talk I've seen around the internet. I've seen
It's
a
gonna go
lot
to
for
Elden Ring.
Huh?
I like bet you right now it's gonna go to Elden Ring.
I think it's going to go to Elden. Most of the talks I see are for Astrobot or Metaphor, though. That's the nuts
It should
thing.
be Astrobot or Metaphor, but like
It should.
I have this feeling that like even if Metaphor wins out in the votes, like Jeff is gonna go behind the scenes and he's gonna shake it up a little and he's gonna be like, oh, what's this? Like he's not actually putting the votes in the pot. He like
No.
is like reaching into the bowl and every single one of the pieces of paper says Elden Ring DLC. Like otherwise, why go to the lengths to get Elden Ring into the like voting field?
I mean, he didn't go to. Apparently, these have been solidifying the rules since the beginning for the last 10 years. Like, this is not a new rule they created, contrary to popular belief.
I don't like it.
I still don't like it. I'm with you. I think it's bullshit. But I will. Okay, so here's what we're coming down to. If Metaphor or Astro win equally, like if either of those win, I will be equally just as happy. If Final Fantasy VII Rebirth wins, I will be happy, just a tiny bit less happy. Not as happy, but okay. Like I will be happy. If Balatro wins, I will be impressed, and that will be like, okay, I need to buy this game.
Me either way. I don't know anything good or bad about it. I'm sure it's great, and I like when indie or smaller games win. So
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
If the other two win, if Black Myth wins, I'm not gonna love it, but it's passable. If Elden Ring wins, I will riot. So that being said, all right. I'm gonna ask you if you had to pick between Metaphor and Astro, and I know Cass, you have not played Metaphor. I don't know if you played Astro.
I just think Astro. We've talked about this. Astro is a 10 out of 10 game. I think it's a perfect game.
I think it is a perfect game, but even you yourself in our podcast episode said you don't know if it can be contender for game of the year because it's not very story heavy.
Yeah, but that's the same. I just am much more a story person. But like, wait, stop. Let's go up. Let's read what the description for game of the year says. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across creative and technical fields.
So here's what I will give for Metaphor. I think we don't need to speak on Astro in that regard because we already know the incredible things Astro did. Astro just blew everything out of the water. That being said, they did it in Astro's Playroom Burst, and they didn't really add too much from that. Sure. But I mean, I'm still not like downplaying what they've done. They still did something incredible. Metaphor changed a lot of the Atlas, turn-based formula and kind of made it better, in my opinion. Not being locked down to one class. Obviously, we've had job systems in old Final Fantasy games before, but like they made their own version of it, but better than just a job system where you can choose any archetype at any point in time, and if you max it out, it buffs these stats. You can really like make a build for any situation. The press turn system is significantly better. When it comes to combat and like actually designing dungeons and all that, they do a great job. The story is well developed. I think that's the only thing that's putting it up. It's only a hair above Astro for me, but it's because of that story element and then the cool like actual combat and everything.
I told you this one was on you. You have played 3 out of the 6 games.
I'm flipping a coin. I'm flipping a coin because it's so hard for me. I voted Metaphor on my own, but this should be actually the voice of the Podstation 64, you and I, because we are. It's not just me; it's we.
Okay, well then, if we're voting the voice of the Podstation, then I vote Astrobot.
Then we're going Astrobot. We're going Astrobot then. I mean, it just makes sense. I'm happy with it. I'm not upset by it. I wanted to win Game of the Year.
My take on this is like not what was your favorite game, but what was the most perfect game and what it did. And I think Astrobot, everything it attempted to do, it hit a home run.
There was not a single bad level. Oh no, there was a challenge level. The lava challenge level can suck a dick, but
it's really rough.
It's not even a bad level. It was just hard. It was just really hard.
Oh, that was a rough one. All right, I feel good with our choices. I am sad that so many of the games I liked this year didn't really get recognized, but
I thought Veilguard had a shot. I knew that Outlaws never had a shot, but I thought Veilguard had at least a shot.
It's just coming back to the thing.
Actually,
I feel like
this is important. I know Metacritic score for Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong got an 81, so it's the lowest rated game on this list. Dragon Age the Veilguard, it beat it by a point.
So what you're saying is the Veilguard should have been on Game of the Year instead of Black Myth Wukong. I'm just saying.
I mean, user score was a 3.8, but I don't believe that. Yeah.
That's review bombing shit.
Yeah, and this one, yeah.
I'm here for Dragon Age the Veilguard.
I would have preferred it. I honestly, you could have put them side by side because Elden Ring doesn't deserve to be there. But.
I think these are probably all really great games. It's just kind of a bummer when you can't get excited about it because most of the games you played aren't in it. But you just know, friends out here, Game of the Years for Emily, Astrobot, Dragon Age the Veilguard, and Star Wars Outlaws. And I know, Kinger, wherever you are, you might not be here anymore. I know you and I shared a love for Star Wars Outlaws.
Game of the Year for your beardy boy is Astrobot, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Stellar Blades. So there you
Stellar
go.
Booty.
Stellar Booty. I was actually going through our episodes the other day to look at view counts, and I forgot we named it Stellar Booty, 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 Rockin' Everywhere.
Rockin' Everywhere.
Still one of our best naming conventions ever.
Well, let's see. Next week, what are we talking about?
I don't know. I gotta switch back to our other scene before I show our secrets.
Let me look at our doc. Because I think at some point we're doing something with our own personal Game of the Years. I think we talked about. So next week we are talking about
oh god
3D Zelda. That's
no.
We're talking about the best 3D Zelda. We are including Echo of Wisdom in that. We decided.
Yeah, as much as I don't agree to, but yeah, we're gonna do it, I guess.
Then the following week, Blake and is Blaine joining you said?
He is, but it's not gonna be in person like I expected. We're gonna get it figured out though.
Whatever works for you guys. I will be gone. And Blake and Blaine will be talking about Mario and Luigi Brothership, which is fitting. And then the following week, we'll be talking about our own Game of the Year picks. We'll be doing a Game of the Year bracket. So be here. It'll be fun.
Are we not? Now, I'm going to ask this. You don't have to say yes. I plan on watching the Game Awards through the podcast channel on that Thursday. You can be here.
What day is that?
December 12th. It's the day after the 11th podcast.
I'll think on it.
Okay, if you don't, I'm going to pull somebody else. I'm going to ask somebody else to do it with me.
I'll probably be here for it just because I want to make fun of Jeff.
Let's go!
3 hours of hearing about Elden Ring straight up sounds miserable.
You can sit and chat and not have to talk about it with I could talk with somebody else if you don't want to sit.
I will tentatively plan on it.
I'm going to get a backup just in case while you think about it.
You guys hear this? He's already lining up to replace me.
I'm waiting till I get the podcast break and she gets on a guest instead of me. I'm waiting for that day.
Great, then stop showing up.
Who does the tentacle sign him? Who puts this all together?
I don't know what happens if you're gonna be here.
There'd be a way I could set it up to where you could have two of you talking and I could just walk away. But I'd have to be here in person. So
I don't know what would happen if you weren't here. I don't like thinking about it because I don't know how it works. So
in my opinion, I felt like Astrobot being an exclusive is going to hold it back. So it probably will, if we're being real.
That's true. You got to think of all the PC gamers or
it didn't hold Breath of the Wild back. Breath of the Wild being exclusive did not get held back with anyone.
Nintendo is outside of console wars almost.
Yeah.
I feel like most people own either a PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, and then on top of that, they own a Switch.
And I guarantee you, I'm starting to believe this is the last Xbox console. I think they're going pure.
I think that's true.
Oh, I have one more piece of news, and then we'll call it. It's very small. It's another Sony piece. If you own a PlayStation Portal, you don't need a PS5 to play it anymore. If you have the highest tier of PS Plus, the $160 a year thing, I think you can cloud stream their PS Plus games in that tier. So it's like your Game Pass, but on a PS Portal on the go. So that's just a cool thing. That's it. Nothing crazy about it. I forgot about it.
Well, check in with us next Wednesday. We'll be here talking about the 3D Zelda games, and come fight with us because I don't believe
we're gonna fight too. We're gonna go war.
Some big fights, specifically about I think Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time.
I don't think we're gonna fight about Skyward Sword because I agree with you. No, we're gonna wait. We're gonna
I try to put Skyward Sword in that #1 spot.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it to #1. I hope you realize you're not gonna get it to #1.
The only game I could see you beating, you wanting to beat Skyward Sword would be Wind Waker.
Probably Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom as well.
No way, you're gonna shit
On
out
that note, you
Skyward
can
Sword.
find me at twitch.tv
The
slash the
number
Dude Blake
one,
Show.
the
You can
best
find
point
her
in
at
voting
twitch.tv
is
slash
the kingdom.
MBG33. We are going to have this argument next week, so we don't spoil it now. Bye, everyone. Say goodbye, Emily.
Bye, Blake.